We start in the good old-fashioned way. We have barefoot exercise. We don't put on flamenco shoes right away. I learned barefoot, and that's the way my students learn, so that their feet could really touch the floor, really get in touch with the earth, okay? After that, of course, they do eventually put shoes on, and they go through a lot of technique. They get very familiar with the rhythms and the compás. The compás is the most important thing. From there, of course, we have auditions. We have that kind of things, you know, to keep everybody going through the right levels. And eventually, if they have not so much the technique, but if they have the love and the feeling for the dance, then they become members of the companies. For this class, we do soleá, which is one of the palos, one of the most important palos of flamenco. And this particular class, we use soleá as the means to learn our bata de cola technique. Bata de cola is the long skirt with the train, and it's a particular technique which unfortunately many female flamenco dancers today don't take seriously, or are not taking the trouble to do it in the correct way. As a matter of fact, I've seen some modern dancers that treat the bata de cola like laundry. They just push around instead of respecting it. Say something.
Traditional flamenco is very hard to encounter, and here it's nurtured and it's preserved, but it's not stagnant. It's very vigorous, it's vibrant, it's very alive, and it's very challenging. It's discipline and art, and at the same time here you're encouraged to perform. So it's not just a plain classroom time when you do choreography and steps, but here you really have to live through it in order to communicate it to the audience when you go to a stage.
I started out about in 1993, and I've taken it at different studios, but I have found that Del Espadin is the true flamenco puro, what we call pure flamenco. Very traditional, but we don't just learn steps and we don't just learn little dances. We learn the feeling, and that's important, to learn the feeling of each particular dance we dance, because each dance has a separate emotion, a feeling that goes with it. Some are happy, some are very, very serious, like the soleá we did with the long bata. And Maria, step by step, teaches us the structure of the dance, and we live in it. And that's why I really chose to dance here and teach at Del Espadin.
In the Middle Eastern, or whether it's in flamenco, we really stick to the tradition, because this is what we know. This is our heritage, and we want to keep it, to carry it on, to pass it on to the students, so that they in turn could pass it on if they become teachers. It would be wonderful, you know, to keep the flamenco puro in this style. That doesn't mean that, you know, there isn't any good modern stuff. There is a lot of good modern stuff, but when you see it, you have to take it, you know, for what it is. And a lot of people today really don't know the real flamenco, so they might see a modern show and they'll say, oh, that's wonderful, that's great, that's what flamenco is. But it really isn't, because flamenco is not an exercise in footwork, you know, to see how long your footwork can go and how much you can sweat from doing footwork, because we do that in the studio. We don't do that on the stage. On the stage, we throw out the technique and center on the feeling, and that's what has to be projected to an audience. Because first and foremost, in the old flamenco, you dance for yourself. The dancer dances for herself or himself to express a feeling that they want to project.
Okay, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tango. 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's the one thing I love about Gabriela. She's very particular of how the movement is supposed to be constructed, and that's the reason I decided to stay on and to be a member of the troupe.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to do 1 count of 8 or 2 turns, and the second count of 8 are 2 of these, 2 tango steps. Right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tango.
I came to do belly dancing here because I love watching Gabriela dance. I think she's a beautiful dancer, and she's a beautiful flamenco dancer, and I love her style, and she's a great teacher, and she's a great choreographer. She has a talent for that. She makes it fun, and I really feel like I'm learning something.
You're going to do 4 total, but you hold the first 2 beats. So 1, 2, 3. So really you're counting from the accent. Right, but you still stay in compás, you know, with the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
They really try to keep all the dances, whether if it's flamenco or belly dance or danse oriental, whatever you'd like to call it. They try to keep it as authentic as possible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Head 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
When a lady from the Middle East can tell you, oh, you did such a great job, that to me is a huge compliment because they know what to compare us to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2.
The reason that I came here was because of the atmosphere. Everyone is so nice and so friendly, and also Gabriela is so knowledgeable about the different styles of belly dancing and incorporating different styles like Bollywood or Gothic belly dancing. So you get exposed to so much stuff that it makes it so interesting, but they never forget the classical side.
The Espadin school should be promoted in this aspect because they do a great job in keeping it authentic.